The first rays of dawn kissed the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas, painting the sky in hues of gold and rose. A gentle mist clung to the valleys, whispering tales carried on the wind for millennia. Here, amidst the towering mountains and sacred rivers, resides a story that has captivated hearts and minds for centuries: the tale of Shiva's blue throat. Like a lone blue lotus blooming amidst the icy landscape, the story of Neelkantha, the blue-throated one, stands out as a beacon of profound symbolism and timeless wisdom. Lord Shiva, the destroyer, the transformer, the embodiment of cosmic consciousness, is a deity shrouded in enigma. Yet it is the striking blue of his throat that draws the eye and beckons us to delve deeper into the mysteries it holds. This mystical blue, a stark contrast to his ashen skin, speaks of a pivotal event in cosmic history, a tale that reveals the depth of Shiva's compassion and the boundless nature of his being. Our tale takes us back to the dawn of time, to a period when gods and demons, known as devas and asuras, coexisted in a constant state of rivalry. The devas, seeking immortality and dominion, proposed a daring endeavor: the churning of the cosmic ocean, the Kshira Sagara. Mount Mandara, the majestic peak, was chosen as the churning rod, and Vasuki, the mighty serpent king, offered himself as the churning rope. With the devas pulling on one end and the asuras on the other, the churning began. The cosmos trembled as the great mountain churned the ocean depths, creating a vortex of unimaginable proportions. From the depths of the Kshira Sagara emerged a stream of treasures: the celestial cow Kamadhenu, the wish-fulfilling tree Kalpavriksha, the divine nymph Ramba, and many more. As the churning reached its peak, a deafening roar shook the heavens. From the very heart of the Kshira Sagara, where the cosmic forces were being pushed to their limits, arose a deadly poison known as Halahala. Black as night, it spewed forth from the depths, a venomous cloud spreading across the cosmos, bringing with it the stench of death and decay. Terror gripped the hearts of both devas and asuras. The very air became toxic, scorching their lungs and withering their immortal forms. The celestial beings, who had embarked on this quest for immortality, now faced imminent destruction. The potent poison, capable of annihilating all creation, knew no allegiance, threatening to consume everything in its path. Panic spread like wildfire across the heavens. In that moment of cosmic crisis, when all hope seemed lost, all eyes turned towards Kailash, the abode of Shiva. Sensing the plight of the universe, Shiva, the Adi Yogi, the compassionate one, did not hesitate. Driven by his boundless love for all beings, he decided to intervene and save creation from the deadly poison. Knowing that even a single drop of Halahala could obliterate the universe, Shiva approached the swirling mass of poison. The devas and asuras watched in stunned silence, their fear momentarily forgotten in the face of Shiva's extraordinary act of self-sacrifice. With a composure that belied the grave danger, Shiva extended his hand towards the swirling cloud of Halahala. In a moment that would forever be etched in cosmic history, Shiva, the protector of all beings, decided to contain the Halahala within himself. He raised the deadly poison toward his lips and in a single decisive act consumed the venomous Halahala. The devas and asuras watched in awe and terror as the poison began to take effect. Shiva's throat, the passageway of creation and sustenance, turned a vibrant blue, the color of the poison seeping into his divine form. From that day forward, Shiva came to be known as Neelkantha, the blue-throated one, a constant reminder of his selfless act of compassion and his mastery over the deadliest of poisons. The universe, once on the brink of annihilation, had been saved by the compassionate heart of Shiva. While the story of Shiva consuming the Halahala poison is a powerful visual narrative, the symbolism of Neelkantha extends far beyond its literal interpretation. The blue throat is not merely a physical manifestation of the poison, but a profound metaphor for the complexities of existence and the human condition. Just as Shiva chose to hold the deadly poison within himself, we too encounter metaphorical poisons in our lives: negativity, fear, anger, and attachment. These emotions, if left unchecked, have the power to consume us from within, much like Halahala threatened to destroy the universe. However, Shiva's blue throat reminds us that we possess an inner strength, a core of pure consciousness that can withstand even the most toxic of influences. The tale of Neelkantha is essentially a story of transformation, of turning poison into nectar. Shiva's act of holding the Halahala in his throat, without letting it spread through his being, represents the alchemical process of transmutation that is possible within each of us. This process begins with awareness. Just as Shiva consciously chose to contain the poison, we too must first become aware of the negative emotions and thought patterns that poison our minds and spirits. Once we acknowledge these negative forces, we can begin the process of transformation. Through practices like meditation, self-reflection, and conscious living, we can learn to transmute the poison of negativity into the nectar of wisdom and compassion. The blue throat of Shiva is often depicted as a glowing blue pearl, representing the pearl of wisdom that emerges from the depths of our being when we face our inner demons and emerge victorious. This pearl is not found by avoiding the challenges of life, but by confronting them head-on, with courage and compassion. Each challenge we overcome, each negative emotion we transform, adds another layer of resilience and wisdom to our being. The blue pearl of wisdom reminds us that we are not defined by the challenges we face, but by how we choose to respond to them. By embracing the teachings of Neelkantha, we can cultivate the inner strength and resilience needed to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and equanimity. The message of Neelkantha is universal, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. It speaks to the inherent duality of existence, the light and shadow, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative, that coexist within each of us. Shiva's blue throat is a powerful reminder that we cannot simply wish away the darkness. True growth and transformation occur when we embrace both the light and the shadow within, acknowledging that they are two sides of the same coin. By recognizing and accepting our own inner darkness, we begin to heal the fragmentation within ourselves and cultivate a deep sense of wholeness. We come to understand that true strength lies not in denying our shadows, but in integrating them into the tapestry of our being, allowing them to become sources of wisdom and compassion. While the Halahala poison of ancient lore might seem like a distant myth, modern life presents us with its own potent toxins. The relentless pace of urban living, the constant barrage of information, the pressure to succeed, and the pervasive sense of disconnection all contribute to a toxic cocktail that can leave us feeling overwhelmed and depleted. Just as the Halahala threatened to engulf the universe, these modern-day poisons can permeate our minds and spirits, leading to stress, anxiety, burnout, and a sense of spiritual malaise. The demands of the digital age, while offering unprecedented connectivity, can also lead to a sense of fragmentation and disconnection from ourselves, our loved ones, and the natural world. In this modern landscape, the story of Shiva's blue throat takes on a renewed urgency, offering a timeless message of resilience, transformation, and the importance of cultivating inner peace amidst the chaos. Shiva's act of containing the Halahala, without allowing it to consume him, offers a powerful lesson for navigating the challenges of modern life. We cannot always control the external circumstances that come our way, but we can choose how we respond to them. Just as Shiva did not try to fight the poison or wish it away, but instead held it with awareness and compassion, we too can learn to acknowledge and accept the presence of negativity and challenges in our lives without letting them define us. This does not mean becoming passive or resigning ourselves to suffering, but rather developing a mindful awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, so we can make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Neelkantha's example encourages us to cultivate a sense of detachment from the outcome of our actions, knowing that we can only control our efforts, not always the results. By embodying the qualities of Neelkantha, awareness, acceptance, resilience, and detachment, we can navigate the complexities of the modern world with greater grace, wisdom, and inner peace. One of the most potent antidotes to the toxins of modern life is the practice of stillness. In a world that thrives on speed, productivity, and constant stimulation, carving out pockets of quiet reflection is essential for maintaining our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Just as Shiva retreated to the Himalayas for meditation and introspection, we too can benefit from creating our own sanctuaries of stillness amidst the urban jungle. This might involve setting aside time for practices like meditation, yoga, or simply being in nature. Creating space for silence and solitude allows us to process the constant stream of information and stimulation that we are exposed to, giving our minds and bodies a chance to rest and recharge. By incorporating practices of stillness into our daily routines, we can begin to counteract the toxic effects of the modern world and cultivate a sense of inner peace that radiates outwards, influencing our interactions with others and our approach to life. The story of Shiva's blue throat is not just a tale of ancient mythology, but a timeless message of hope and resilience for the modern age. It reminds us that we possess an innate capacity to transform negativity, to find strength in adversity, and to cultivate inner peace amidst the chaos. The blue light of Neelkantha serves as a beacon, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. By embracing the teachings of Neelkantha, we can cultivate the inner resources needed to navigate the complexities of the modern world with greater awareness, compassion, and resilience. We can learn to transform our own personal Halahala into sources of wisdom and strength, becoming beacons of peace and positivity in a world that desperately needs these qualities. By embracing the qualities of Neelkantha, we can become agents of positive change, contributing to a more compassionate, just, and sustainable world for ourselves and future generations. Section 1. The Blue Pearl Visualization. Accessing Inner Stillness. Find a comfortable seated position, allowing your spine to lengthen and your shoulders to relax. Close your eyes gently and turn your attention inward, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. With each inhale, feel a sense of expansion, and with each exhale, a gentle release. Now, bring to mind the image of Shiva, the Neelkantha, his blue throat radiating a gentle, calming light. Visualize this light as a radiant blue pearl, nestled within the center of your own throat. As you inhale, imagine this blue pearl growing brighter, its light expanding outward, filling your entire being with a sense of peace and tranquility. Feel its warmth soothing any tension or stress within your body, mind, and spirit. With each exhale, visualize any negativity, any fear or worry dissolving into the light of the blue pearl, transforming into pure, radiant energy. Section 2. Embracing the Neelkantha. Within, a journey of transformation. As you continue to breathe deeply, allow yourself to reflect on the story of Neelkantha and its relevance in your own life. Where do you encounter your own metaphorical poisons? What challenges or negative emotions are you currently facing? Instead of resisting or pushing away these difficulties, visualize yourself embracing them with the same compassion and courage that Shiva embodied. Imagine yourself as a vessel, capable of holding both the light and the darkness, transforming negativity into wisdom and strength. Ask yourself, how can I apply the lessons of Neelkantha in my daily life? How can I cultivate greater resilience, acceptance, and inner peace amidst the challenges that inevitably arise? Allow these questions to sit with you as you continue to breathe deeply, letting the answers emerge organically from within. Remember, the journey of transformation is not about achieving perfection, but about embracing the fullness of our human experience with all its complexities and contradictions. Just as Shiva embraced the poison, we too can learn to embrace the challenges of life as opportunities for growth, wisdom, and spiritual evolution. Neelkantha's whisper. Shiva, the Neelkantha, symbolizes the transformative power of compassion, courage, and acceptance. His presence evokes enduring strength and stillness amidst life's changes. The blue throat tail is living wisdom, resonating across cultures and generations. It speaks to facing fears, embracing vulnerabilities, and discovering resilience. May we transform our poisons into wisdom, finding stillness amidst chaos. The whispers of the Himalayas invite us to embrace our potential and recognize the divine spark within.